Today's experiment is making kinetic sand. For this experiment, we will need sand, cornstarch, and dish soap and water, which I have in a little measuring cup down here, but I don't want to lift it. I don't want to spill it all over the place. Now, kinetic sand is a sand that is coated by a silicone oil, which is a common lubricant. With the sand coated in this type of oil, it is kept from drying out. Plus, the oil has a property in which it moves very slowly when under pressure. For instance, we could shape it like a sandcastle, put it down on a table, and it would hold its shape. However, it would eventually flatten, though not as fast as the sand was just wet with water. Kinetic sand is a mixture of 98% sand and 2% polydimethyl siloxane. Now, polydimethyl is a polymerized type of silicone oil, which is present in our dish soap that we're using. Lastly, we'll address the need for the cornstarch. The cornstarch helps distribute out liquid evenly and assists with polymerization. Polymerization is a process in which polymers begin to stick together and form chains. A similar reaction will occur while we're making the kinetic sand, in that the sand begins to stick together due to the oil it's coated in. So let's go ahead and start. So I have my sand here in a cup. Now I need to add some cornstarch. Now, our video didn't really say how much. I did see something else on the internet, and it had measurements, and it really wasn't a whole lot of cornstarch. It was like 1.5 tablespoons in 6 cups of sand. So I just added like the tip of the spoon. Next, what we'll do is we'll add the water that already has the dish soap mixed into it. And again, the directions I found online for that, it was about 3/4 of a cup of water and just a couple drops of dish soap. So I'm going to add a little bit in. Just add a little bit at a time and get mixing. I added just a little bit, and I actually may have added just enough. It kind of holds its shape. It may actually be maybe a little too wet. All I did was add just a tiny bit of this water, being I didn't have a whole lot of sand. But my sand seems to be holding its shape. You can see it sitting up like that. It's not really flattening out. It may be a tad too wet just because I didn't have a whole lot of sand in here to begin with. But overall, I think we made kinetic sand.